And a very good afternoon, everyone, as we welcome you to Collinsville Middle School here for a little middle school baseball during our pandemic shutdown, if you will, for fall sports on the high school side of things. So, once again, welcome to Collinsville Middle School. My name is Todd Duke, and glad that you're with us as Collinsville gets ready to take on Highland here this afternoon. The Highland Bullpups is their name, and in case you don't know, the Collinsville Middle School are the Trailblazers, and the Trailblazers come in, having only won one game so far this year. They are 1-9, and we'll move right along. We were told it was a 3:30 start. Then I was told when I got here and set everything up that it was a 4 o'clock start. And so here we are getting started at 3:45 about that. So I don't know if we're getting started early or getting started late. But here we go with the lineups as Highland gets ready to bat first. We will have Grant Fleming. He'll lead off and play shortstop. William Jackson will bat in the number 2 spot and play third base. Chase Knable will bat third and pitch today. In the cleanup spot will be first baseman Trent Stock. Behind the plate for Highland will be Ethan Greenwald, and he'll be batting fifth. In the number 6 spot, it'll be Blaze Hawkins batting sixth and playing second base. Batting seventh, Jonathan Prott. He'll be playing center field. Nathan Klosterman bats eighth and plays left field, and Brevin Lapp will bat ninth and play right field. In the outfield for you for Collinsville, we have Henson over in left field, Owen in center, Hunterbringer in right field, Verning's at third base, Sturdeman's at shortstop, Wilkinson at second base, and Donaldson is at first base. And Carson Perel gets the start today, and he will be caught by his catcher, Devin Walker. The Highland Bulldogs will bat first because they are the visiting team. This is the first of a doubleheader, but we're only bringing you the first game of the 2 games here this afternoon as Highland gets ready to bat. They're wearing their road gray trousers with their red jerseys, numbers on the back. Number 25 is what you see right now, and that is Grant Fleming. And he takes the pitch a little high and tight for ball one. We are underway. The word Highland written across the fronts of their jerseys in white letters for the Highland Bulldogs, and most of their helmets look to be the same color, the dark navy blue. There's a swing and a foul ball by Fleming, and the count now even at 1-1. Out in the field, Trailblazers, they're in their road gray pants as well. Their jerseys are multicolor, got a little gray, maroon, and white, as well as a little black on the trim. Other than that, the primary color is maroon. Maroon on the shoulder portions of the jerseys, and the maroon caps with the big white C on the front. Next pitch to Fleming is a little high. 2-1 the count. It'll be Fleming, Jackson, and Knable here in this first inning. There's a swing and a high fly ball. Out to center field. On the run is Owen, and that one is going to be a home run. Over center field, a leadoff home run by Grant Fleming has started things off here. 1 batter, 1 hit, 1 run. Grant Fleming circles the bases after planting one over the left center field fence, more towards center than left center. And Highland starts off with a run. Here is William Jansen, the third baseman for Highland, also batting from the right side, and the righty Perel brings it in, and a swing and a miss. The next one is a called strike. Top of the first inning. First batter is homered. That's Grant Fleming. William Jansen is in an 0-2 hole here. He's the third baseman for Highland. Here comes the next pitch from Carson Perel. Swinging a foul ball down the third base side, almost barehanded over there by Derek Reckman, the Highland head coach. Perel's ready with another. Here it comes. Swinging a foul ball back here to the fence. Got the GoPro hooked up so everybody can see third and first base. Unfortunately, I have it leaning up against the backstop, so sometimes the force of a ball up against the fence will move some things around, but I think I got it a little bit more steady than I did last time. We were here Thursday with the Edwardsville game. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's on the infield, and in foul territory, it is Braden Donaldson over there at first base for Collinsville Middle School, and he hauls that one in for out number 1. That brings up the pitcher, Chase Knable. Knable will bat in from the left side, and he comes sporting out the white helmet. Everybody else has got the dark navy blue helmets. Perel's ready. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's right out to Owen in center field, and he turns left, turns right, sticks up the glove, and pulls it down for out number 2. Well hit ball there by Knable. And that'll bring up Trent Stock, the first baseman for Highland. First pitch, a little bit high. Actually, that was a lot high. Perel brings the next. That one stays high as well. 2-0 pitch on the way, and that one's even higher. Right back toward the camera. You can see the chain link bouncing up around down there in the top corners of the screen. 3-0 the count to Trent Stock, and is he taken? He gets hit. So runner at first base. 2 down for Ethan Greenwald, the catcher for the Highland. They call them the Bullpups. You know, the Highland High School team is the Bulldogs. So one level lower at middle school, you get the Bullpups. A little bit of a delay there while Greenwald had to get rid of the shin pads. He's the catcher and was waiting in the on-deck circle with half of the gear on. Pitch, and it's inside. Runner goes, no throw. Next one to Greenwald. Swinging a high fly ball. This one is going to be missed by Henson out in left field. It rolls all the way to the wall. Runner's going to score. Owen was right behind him, and I think Owen would have had a better track at that ball. And you hear Coach Zach Corey over in the dugout maybe saying they got to communicate a little better on that one, and that ends up being an RBI double for Greenwald. 2-0. 2 hits, 1 home run, 1 double. Bases are empty, 2 out, and the batter is Blaze Hawkins. He plays second base for the Bullpups, excuse me. Bats from the left side, so a couple of lefties here early on to see the right-hander Perel. And Perel on the wrong end of a 2-0 score here in the top of the first. That one's a called strike. One and 1 the count. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a chance for Donaldson, and he jumps over his glove. Got the glove down there in time, but it jumped right over the heel, and all the way in from second base is going to be Ethan Greenwald. So Hawkins reaches base on the air. And it's 3-0 in favor of Highland. And here is Jonathan Prott. He's the number 7 man to bat here in this inning, and he takes one inside. Perel looks into Walker and has his sign. Runner leads at first. Strike on the outside corner. Perel ready again. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, and no throw down to second base. One ball, 2 strikes to count to Prott, the center fielder. Left fielder Klosterman waits on deck as all 3 outfielders bat 7, 8, and 9 for Highland. Pitch high and outside, 2-2. Perel ready with the next. Inside. Full count. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Perel took a little off of that one. That was a nice little breaking ball that got Pratt to strike out for the third out of the inning. But in the inning, 3-run score on a couple of base hits, an error, and 1 runner left on base. We head now to the home half of the first inning, and Highland has jumped out to a 3-0 lead.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back to Collinsville Middle School. Bottom of the first is where we are, and the home team, Collinsville Middle School Trailblazers, find themselves trailing 3-0 before they even get to bat. And here is Lucas Owen, the center fielder, leading things off here for Collinsville. And the next pitch to Owen is inside from Chase Knable. He'll be pitching to Greenwald behind the plate. In the outfield, Klosterman plays left, Pratt plays center, and Lapp plays right. We'll get to the infield after this pitch to Lucas Owen. Swing and a miss. On the infield for Highland, Jansen over at the hot corner at third, Fleming at short, Hawkins at second base, Stock at first base. Lucas Owen awaits the next from Knable. Ball. Owen, in that loss against Edwardsville on Thursday, was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Trailblazers trail here 3-0. First game of a doubleheader between these two, and there's a leadoff walk. They're only going to allow an hour and 45 minutes per game in a doubleheader, so we might not play all 7. As Coach Zach Corey and the whole plate umpire talk things over for a minute. Not sure what that's about. But Collinsville Middle School, the Trailblazers have the leadoff man on. They put the leadoff man on in the first 5 innings of that loss against Edwardsville, but just couldn't find the timely base hit. Next batter, Carson Perel, the pitcher. He was 2 for 4 in that game against Edwardsville with a walk, a couple of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. So he had a pretty productive day. Leading off over at first is Lucas Owen, the lefty. Knable checks on his runner, brings it, and a foul ball back to the screen. Braden didn't want to be on TV. Next pitch is outside. See, I can control my GoPro from my phone. So if I can zoom in just a little bit more, I can get rid of the chain link, but I don't want to. It looks like I can still see third and first. We'll leave it right there. Next pitch from Knable, high and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike the count to Carson Perel. The Trailblazers pitcher, he has a runner at first base as Lucas Owen reached on a leadoff walk and a throw over, and they got him caught up, and he's out. He was starting to break towards second to steal that base, Owen was, and then when he saw the pitcher throw over to first, he tried to get back, but he slipped on the dirt. And the tag out at first. Goes 1-3 on the pickoff. So now, no one on, one out. Carson Perel still up there with a 3-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Perel awaits the payoff. Here it is. Swinging a little one bouncer to the second baseman Hawkins and over to Stock for out number 2. And quickly there are 2 away. That'll bring up Braden Donaldson. Braden, the first baseman, was 0 for 2 in that game against Edwardsville. Had a couple of walks. 4 plate appearances, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. See if he can get something going here with the bases empty and 2 out. Looks at one right down the middle, strike 1. Next pitch from Knable to Donaldson. He stopped his swing midway through, didn't go across. Umpire says it's a ball. They appeal to first, and the first base umpire agrees. 1 ball, 1 strike now, the count to Donaldson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Supposed to be mostly sunny here today, which it is, if it wasn't for the fact that there is smoke in the upper atmosphere blocking the sunshine from totally doing its thing. All of the wildfires out west. And we're not the only part of the country dealing with that. Next pitch to Donaldson on the way. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a 1-2-3 inning after the leadoff walk to Knable to Lucas Owen. Owen picked off first base, so we head now to the top of the second inning, and the Highland Bulldogs still lead by a score of 3-0.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of K-Hawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go K-Hawks.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
And once again, welcome back to Collinsville Middle School. I am Todd Duke. And right about now, they started some softball action over across the way on the other diamond. Chris Keller is bringing everybody that game on the Facebook page, although he might be a little bit behind in time. He didn't get off work till 3:30, so he's going from work to here. So he doesn't have all the equipment that I have to set up. He just has his laptop and hooking up some microphones, and that's about it. So I would hope that he would be on momentarily. Here we are in the top of the second inning. And Carson Perel back on the hill, and the first pitch is into Nathan Klosterman inside. Klosterman, the number 8 batter, plays left field. It'll be Klosterman, then the right fielder Brevin Lapp, then back to the top of the order and Grant Fleming. Here is Perel inside to Klosterman. Perel ready with the next. That one's a strike on the inside corner. Everybody around these parts, of course, excited for tonight's Boston Red Sox game. Yes, that's right. I said people here around the St. Louis area, at least over here on the Illinois side, there's a high tomahawk chop at a ball, and it goes right to Wilkinson over at second base. 1 out. That'll bring up Brevin Lapp. But Tanner Houck, a former Collinsville K-Hawk, matter of fact, a former Collinsville Middle School Trailblazer, getting the start tonight for the Boston Red Sox. A long throw over the third base, or from first to first base by Verning. He made a nice play over there at third base, and then threw a long high one over there to Donaldson at first, and quickly there are 2 away here. Play goes 5-3, and back to the top of the order in Grant Fleming, who started this game off with a solo home run in the first inning. So Tanner Houck getting his first major league start tonight for the Boston Red Sox, and we're all excited about that. And there's Fleming with another one, but this one is going to stay in the park, and Henson had it tracked down the whole way, and that's a very fast 1-2-3 inning for Carson Perel and the Collinsville Middle School Trailblazers. We will head now to the home half of the second, back in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Back here at Collinsville Middle School. Todd Duke with you. That's my name. And we are in the bottom of the second inning. Fast 1-2-3 inning by Carson Perel out there on the mound. I think there was, about 3 pitches to Klosterman and then a couple to Lapp, and he lined out. And then first pitch swinging was Fleming, and he lined out deep out to left field. So here we are, bottom of the second. And Collinsville trailing 3-0. Leads things off with Henry Sterneman. Sterneman looks at one on the outside corner for a called strike. Sterneman, in that loss to Edwardsville on Thursday, went 1 for 4 with a walk and a single. Or 1 for 3, with a walk and a single. This one's high and outside, 1-1. Knable looks in, has his sign, brings it, swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Sterneman, Walker, and Hartman here in this second inning for Collinsville Middle School. If anyone can get on, Renzer Hartman will have a chance to bat as the lefty Knable brings the next, and this one's inside. Jumping out of the way of that one was Sterneman. The Trailblazers shortstop. Knable ready with the next. That one's a ball too. Only one piece of signage out here to let us know distances on this field, and that's 260 feet down the first baseline from home plate. Nothing else to let us know what the dimensions are, but I would imagine it's 260 down third base as well. And a walk, second time that Knable has walked the leadoff batter, but the last time Lucas Owen was picked off of first base. So second walk in the game issued by Knable. And that brings up Devin Walker, the catcher. Walker was 2 for 3 with a walk, 2 singles, and a run scored in that loss against Edwardsville. So now from the stretch, Knable checks, kicks, and pitches, and this one's in the dirt. Nice stop by Greenwald to keep Sterneman at first base. Another check by the pitcher on the runner, and here's the pitch. That one stays a little low. Red Sox taking on the Miami Marlins, and I believe that's a 5:40 start in this part of the world. Runner has a lead, doesn't go. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. 2-1 the count to Devin Walker. Next pitch by Knable on the way. Swinging a slow roller to Hawkins at second base. He'll only throw to first, so Sterneman makes it down to second as Walker is out 4-3 for the first out, and that'll bring up Renzer Hartman, the designated hitter here. He is batting for Jace Wilkinson, who's playing second base for Collinsville. Highland does not have a designated hitter today. All of their outfielders are batting. So Hartman is the only DH in this game. Hartman went 1 for 4 with a single in that loss to Edwardsville on Thursday. Here's his first pitch. It's inside. Ball 1. Thought that the Red Sox-Miami Marlins game was going to be on the MLB network, with some people get on their packages at home, but nope, it's going to be probably on the internet, unless you can get the New England Sports Network or Fox Sports Florida on your packages. MLB.TV is the only other way to look at it. I'm sure everybody will get it figured out. Runner at second base, that's Sterneman for the Trailblazers, and a swing and a foul ball out of play. 2 Renzer Hartman from Chase Knable. Hartman in a 1-2 hole. Runner at second, 1 out. Collinsville already trails 3-0. Knable from the stretch. Looks at the runner at second base, brings it home. Swing and a miss. Took a little off, did Knable, and Hartman goes down swinging. Second strikeout in the game for Knable to go along with 2 walks. And with 2 outs in the inning now, it's going to be up to Braden Hinson. Hinson, the left fielder, was 1 for 4 in that loss to Edwardsville with a single. Chance to at least bring 1 home here with a well-placed base hit, and this time Knable steps off. He already picked 1 guy off of first, trying to see if he can get Sterneman napping over there at second. Knable checks, kicks, and fires in the dirt. Knable back to it. Here's the next pitch. Just outside. To Braden Hinson. Elijah Verning waits on deck. Verning got a couple of pinch runner appearances in that game against Edwardsville Thursday, but didn't find any at-bats. There's a strike called on the inside portion of the plate. 2-1 the count to Braden Hinson. Next delivery. Swinging a foul ball down the first baseline. Two-two pitch from Knable to Hinson on the way. Swinging a hot shot right between short and third base, and rounding third base is Sterneman. We're going to have a play at the plate. It's not going to be in time, and Collinsville is on the board 1-0 on an RBI single by Braden Hinson. Hinson makes it down to second base on the throw home. And that'll bring up Elijah Verning, the third baseman. As I mentioned, he did not have a plate appearance in that game Thursday, so he'll get one here. And he looks at one on the outside corner. Bottom of the second, 3-1 in favor of Highland. Runner at second base, 2 down. Swing and a foul ball that goes back to the screen. For Elijah Verning, Tyler Huntbrinker waiting in the on-deck circle. He's the number 9 man in the order. Another big run out there at second base, and Braden Hinson. He has his lead from second. The lefty Knable checks on him and steps off. Shortstop or the second baseman did not even attempt to go to the bag, so that was just an effort by Knable to keep Henson honest. Pitch, slow roller to the shortstop Fleming. He's up with it, and he throws in time for the out, and the inning comes to a close. But Collinsville gets themselves on the board with an RBI base hit by Braden Henson, and now they trail the Highland Bullpups by a score of 3-1 as we head to the third inning here on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back here at Collinsville Middle School, Todd Duke with you. Top of the third is where we have arrived in this middle school varsity game between the Highland Bullpups and the Collinsville Middle School Trailblazers. And here is William Jansen to lead things off. Here in the top of the third for Highland. He popped up in foul territory to Braden Donaldson down at first base back in the first inning. And another pop-up. This one's going to be in the outfield. On the move is Henson coming in from left field, and he has it pop out of his glove. Had it in his glove, and then it popped right out just when Henson's knees hit the ground. So that little jolt right there caused that ball to pop out of his glove, and that's the second error of this game by the Trailblazers. And so Jensen's on, and the pitcher, Chase Knable, who flew out to center field. Here's a throw down to second base, and just getting over there in time was Sterneman. Got a late break on his shortstop position to try to get the runner stealing, but at least he stopped the ball from going into the outfield. Third stolen base on the afternoon so far for Highland. Here's the next pitch. This one's outside to Knable. Perel brings the next one home. It's in the dirt. And a throw down to third base this time, and that one goes into the outfield, but the third baseman Verning and the runner Jansen get their feet tangled up. Henson was backing up on the play, so the ball didn't go very far into the outfield. Everybody appears to be okay. Verning limping a little bit. Home plate umpire giving him some time to walk it off. So steal of second base and third base by Jansen. And now a runner at third with no one out for Chase Knable. Perel, next pitch to him. Outside. 3-1 the count to the Highland pitcher, Chase Knable, with first baseman Trent Stock waiting on deck. This one's outside. He walked him. Runners on the corners. First walk issued in this game by Perel, who had a 1-2-3 inning last go-around. Now the first two have reached here in this third, and that'll bring up Trent Stock, who was hit by a pitch, stole to second base, came around to score. Runner goes from first to second, and a throw to the shortstop Sterneman, but he was coming in right behind the pitcher's mound, trying to catch Jansen off guard. Stock swings right past the pitcher and into the glove of Wilkinson at second base, and they call him safe over at first. So Wilkinson couldn't get the ball out of his glove in time as he had to slide to make the stop. And Jansen comes in to score to make it 4-1. Zach Corey wants to talk about it a little bit with the home plate umpire. And we have runners at first and third again. Knable's over at third. Stock at first. Ethan Greenwald, the batter. He doubled and scored his last time up. The runner goes from first to second with no throw. So now second and third. Still nobody down. Greenwald with a chance to pile on here. High fly ball. This one's going to be out of play. And we'll do it all over again. Greenwald steps back in from the right side. He has his teammates at second and third. Stock at second, Knable at third. Here's a pitch, a swing and a miss. Greenwald in a 1-2 hole. Perel would like to get the strikeout to get the first out of the inning, and this one back to the screen, but it doesn't go far enough for the runners to advance. Thought that it hit the bottom of the screen and was going to bounce back out there to Walker, but Walker did end up running all the way back to the screen to get it. 2-2 the count. 2 runners on, nobody out. 4-1 in favor of Highland. They're looking for more. Next pitch, swinging a shot down the third base line. Ooh, watch out down there, folks. That's where the Collinsville fans have lined up, and that one just went over the little fence down in the third base foul territory area. Everybody appears to be okay. And the next pitch on the way to Greenwald, and that one's a foul out of play. Game ball is flying all over the place here. Next pitch to the Highland catcher. Outside. Full count. Next pitch from Perel to Greenwald on the way. That one's inside. Ball 4. He walked him in. The bases are loaded. Only the second walk issued in this game, but both of them have come here in this inning. No one out yet. Runner reached on an error. That was Jansen on the missed catch by Hinson. Out in left field. That started everything. A walk to Knable, an RBI single by Stock, and now a walk to Greenwald. And here is Blaze Hawkins, who reached on an error but was left stranded in that first inning. Base paths are jammed full of bullpups. Next pitch, strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Need a nice 1-2-3 double play right here. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Blaze Hawkins. That's a cool first name, but it's not spelt like you would think. B-L-A-Z-E. Yeah. No, it's B-L-A-I-S-E. Still sounds cool. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Keeps the count at 1-2. Four to 1 in favor of Highland, but Highland threatening with some more. They have the bases juiced, nobody down. Strike 3 called. Nice pitch by Perel. And there is 1 away. So now a nice 1-2-3 double play could end the inning. Second strikeout of the game for Perel. And here comes Jonathan Prott, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. And this one gets thrown behind him, and the runners are going to stay put again. Couple of pitches that have gotten by the catcher Walker here, but the runners have not wanted to advance. Next one to Prott from Perel. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Nowhere to put him. Bases are loaded. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a foul ball out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. That's the budget. Jonathan Prott waits for the next from Perel. High. Ball 2. And this one's a slow roller that Walker has to go track down. And once again, Knable, the pitcher over there at third base, didn't go. Perel lines and fires. Swinging a fly ball. This one's going to go out to the outfield, and that one's going to bring home some bullpups. Still out there and finally tracked down by Owens. Owens throws the ball all the way into Donaldson over at first base, and it is a big RBI double for Jonathan Prott. Two-run score. Greenwald is all the way over to third base, and Prott stands up at second with a 2 RBI double. Six to 1. Perel pitches high to Nathan Klosterman. Klosterman lined out to Wilkinson at second base to lead off the second inning. That was a 1-2-3 inning by Perel and company. So far, only one out here in this inning. Runners at second and third, and Perel and his Trailblazers are in a little bit of trouble. Swinging a high fly ball. Owen in center field is on the run. He has it. Here comes the throw home, and the runner decides not to tag. And there are 2 away. 4, Brevin Lapp, the right fielder for Highland, who grounded out to Verning at third base his first time up. Swinging a foul ball. Back behind home plate. Runner at third, that's Ethan Greenwald. Runner at second, that's Jonathan Prott. Up to the plate, Brevin Lapp. And here's the pitch by Perel. That one just misses. Next delivery on the way. In the dirt. Two and 1 the count to Lapp. Here's the next from Perel. Another foul ball out of play. Right behind the visitors' dugout. 2-2 the count to Lapp with the leadoff man Grant Fleming waiting on deck. We don't want him to get up there with the bases loaded, so let's go ahead and take care of Lapp right here. 2-2 pitch. Almost hit him. Full count. Perel, the righty, from the stretch, brings it home. Ball 4, he walked him. Man, that was close. Third walk in the game for Perel, and all 3 of them have come in this inning. And that will load the bases up for Grant Fleming, who led off this game with a solo home run. And now Zach Corey, the head coach for the Trailblazers, wants to talk it over with his infielders, pitcher and catcher as well. 3 runs in the first, 3 runs home here in the third. In between that, the second inning went 1-2-3, and I think that Perel maybe threw 8 pitches in that inning. Floodgates opened up in this third with a error on the leadoff man, William Jansen. His fly ball out to left field by Hinson. Went into Hinson's glove, but Hinson, who was on a full run, caught it and then went down to his knees, and when his knees hit the ground, the ball popped out. That's how this inning started. And we have 2 outs and the bases loaded for Grant Fleming. Told you about that leadoff solo home run in the first. He flew out deep to Hinson out in left field in his second at bat. So Fleming digs in there with the bases loaded. Perel pitches. Just missed. Ninth man to bat in this inning is Fleming. Here's the pitch. Stays high. Ball 2. What happened to my camera? My camera just decided to quit. High fly ball, center field. That is Owen under. Oh, he couldn't get underneath it. It bounces in front of him, and 2 more runs are going to score. Bear with me here, folks. I'll work on the camera here in just a minute. Not sure what happened out there with Owen, but turns into a 2 RBI single for Fleming. Here's Jansen. Takes one outside. Not really sure what's going on with that camera. Just decided to stop working right in the middle of everything. And this pitch goes all the way back to the screen. Runners are going to move on up. Lapp goes over to third. Fleming goes down to second. Not really sure what's going on with that. This is only like my, 3rd or 4th time using this GoPro, so I'm really not all that familiar with how everything works, but last time it worked fine the whole game. Swinging a foul ball out of play. And a chance for the shortstop Sterneman, but he can't hold on to it. And there's a throw home. That's not going to be in time. And 2 more runs will come in and score. Two more runs come home. And things are a little out of hand here. Error by the shortstop, Sterneman. 3rd error in the game for Collinsville Middle School. Seven runs home here in this one to go along with the 3 in the first inning. And it's now 10-1 in favor of Highland. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change as Owen comes in from center field to pitch. We're on a break, so we're going to step aside just a minute and see if we can't get this camera to work, and hopefully we'll be back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from K-Hawk Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business. Whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Well, folks, I apologize. I have no idea what's going on with my camera. Controlling it from my phone, and it says we had trouble connecting with your GoPro. Please try again. And I've hit that thing so many times that eventually it said we can't connect, so you need to get a hold of tech support. Well, I have no idea. This camera is, I just got it in March and didn't use it until maybe 3 weeks ago. So you're going to have to bear with me here, and we'll just pretend like we're on the radio. How about that? So now Owen comes in to pitch and does so to Chase Knable. Knable already batted in this inning, walked and came around and scored. Flew out in the first. Swinging a base hit up the middle. And now runners on at first and second. Courtesy runner for the pitcher. Brody Martinez is out in right field, and Huntebrinker has moved over to play center. And here's Trent Stock. Now Knable is on at first, and Jansen's on at second. Swinging a fly ball. This one is going to drop down in foul ball territory, right near the gate there that belongs to Collinsville Middle School. Not really sure what is going on with my camera. Next pitch outside. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. Two and one the count. Nope, that didn't work either, huh? I don't want to get support. Outside. Hits the outside corner of the plate. And a pop fly behind home plate. Walker is underneath it and can't hold on to it. It says camera found on my GoPro app, but it's just, I don't know. I can't even, okay, looks like we got something going on. Owen looks into Walker, has his sign, runners at first and second. Swinging a foul ball. This one almost hits the on-deck batter, Ethan Greenwald, while he's catching. There we go. We got a screen back again. How about that? Trent Stock. Runners on first and second. Swing and a miss. And Stock goes down swinging in the inning. Finally comes to a close. All kinds of runs, 7 of them came across the plate there in that top half of the third for Highland. And we head now to the bottom half of the third inning, and it is 10-1 in favor of Highland. Back in a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual. So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
Back here in the bottom of the third inning, Collinsville Middle School Trailblazers trail 10-1. And back out onto the hill is Chase Knable. First person that he faces is Tyler Hunterbrinker, the only one that has not batted yet in this game. He is the right fielder, is Hunterbrinker, and he was 0-2 with a walk in that loss Thursday against Edwardsville. Looks at one outside. He offered at it. Strike, says the umpire. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Next one. Strike 3 called. That's the third strikeout for Knable. He's had a strikeout in every inning. And this is the bottom of the third. Back to the top of the order we go. And Lucas Owen. Now the pitcher. Walked his first time up to lead off the bottom half of the first for Collinsville. And he fouls one back to the screen. 0-1. Knable ready with the next. Here it is. A little off-speed pitch there, and laying off of it was Owen. Takes it for a ball, 1 strike the count. Pitch, swinging another foul ball. Carter Hayden waits in the on-deck circle. Batting in the place of Perel, who was taken off of the pitcher's mound, and Owen is taken over, and Owen's batting now. Swinging a foul ball. Catcher couldn't hold on to it, so staying alive was Lucas Owen. Knable looks into his catcher Greenwald, brings it to Owen, swinging a foul ball down the first baseline. Ten to 1 in favor of Highland. This game got underway about an hour ago. They're going to give them until 5:15 to get this game in. And at this pace, I don't see them being able to get all 7 innings in. Outside. Owen stays alive. Next pitch to Lucas Owen from Knable. Swinging another foul ball. This one's out of play. And Owen is battling up there. 2-2. Cardinals back in action tonight against Milwaukee. Just one game today. Doubleheader yesterday. They split. Should have won the first game. Didn't. Probably should have lost the second game. Didn't. So there's a slow roller to Knable. He'll scoop it up and throw over to first base in time to Stock for out number 2. Time is running out for the Cardinals, hovering right at 500. Got another doubleheader tomorrow. And I believe another one on Friday against Pittsburgh. 3 doubleheaders this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Here is Mr. Hayden swinging a foul ball back to the screen for Carter Hayden. The 8th grader wears number 19 on his back. Few new baseballs there for the umpire. We're getting a lot of foul balls out of play here today. Got to keep a steady diet of baseballs in here. Next pitch to Hayden. Down low, 1-1. Hayden looks like he picked himself up a Toronto Blue Jays helmet. Here's the pitch. Laid off again. Ball low. Two outs in the inning, bottom of the third, 10-1 in favor of Highland. Next pitch from Knable to Hayden. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Hazy sky all day long here in the Midwest. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Hayden, and it's the first 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon for Chase Knable. So we head now to the top of the 4th inning, and Highland, well, they're still in control of this one after a 7-run 3rd inning. We head to the 4th inning in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a K-Hawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' K-Hawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-632-1010. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, online at fnbwaterloo.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our K-Hawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk. Hashtag K-Hawk family. Greenwald will lead things off here in the top of the 4th inning against Lucas Owen. First pitch is outside, and we're underway in the 4th. 3-run first inning, 7-run 3rd inning for Highland to give them their 10 runs. Collinsville picked up 1 run in the 2nd. And Ethan Greenwald, the catcher, leads things off here for Highland. He'll be followed by Blaze Hawkins and Jonathan Prott.
Owen, ready, outside. This is the first of a doubleheader for these boys out here this afternoon. We're only doing this game. Next pitch on the way to Greenwald, outside. So they're only allowing an hour and 45 minutes per game. We got underway at about 3:45, so only another half hour they're going to be allowed to play. We're in the fourth, so we probably won't make it to 7. That would be my guess. Unless we have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings here, but a leadoff walk will slow things down a bit here to lead off the fourth. Greenwald, his second walk in succession. First walk given up by Owen since he was inserted. And here is Blaze Hawkins. Hawkins reached on an error and was a strikeout victim back in the third. First pitch, strike on the outside corner. So Greenwald leads from first. Hawkins up to the plate. Infield would like to turn 2. Owen from the stretch. Checks on his runner. Runner doesn't go. Brings it. Swinging a foul ball straight back to the fence. Straight back to me. But Owen is ahead in the count. 0-2. Runner at first is Greenwald. He has his lead. Looking over his left shoulder was Owen. Checks on the runner, brings it home, swinging a high fly ball on the infield. Should be an infield fly rule, but it's caught anyway by Owen. Runner on at first base. And Hawkins is down. 4 out number 1. That'll bring up Jonathan Pratt. Pratt, the center fielder. Doubled in a couple of runs in that 7-run third inning. Strikeout victim his first time up against Perel. Here's the first pitch from Owen, and it gets all the way back to the screen and down to second base. It is going to be Greenwald. Owen, once again from the stretch, brings it home. Inside, and again, it gets away from Walker. So a wild pitch, and now a passed ball. Runner at third and 1 out. The count. 2 Pratt. Greenwald all the way down at third now. 3-0. Owen checks, kicks, and pitches. This one's outside. Nice job there by Walker to keep that one from going back to the fence, but it was ball 4. And now runners are on the corners here for Nathan Klosterman. Klosterman has lined out and flew out in this game, so he's one of the rare bull pups that has not reached base. Double play in order now to get the Trailblazers out of the inning if they can get a ball on the infield in which to do that with. Strike called on the first pitch to Klosterman. Next pitch from Owen. Swinging a fly ball out to center field. On the run is Huntebrinker, and he'll haul it in for the out. Out number 2. That'll bring up Brevin Lapp, the right fielder. Lapp walked and scored in that 7-run third inning. Before that, he grounded out. And Collinsville 1 out away from getting out of this with no damage done. Runners at first and third, 2 down. Owen from the stretch. Delivers. Stays a little high, ball 1. Owen's ready with the next. Here it is. Also stays high, ball 2. Grant Fleming, who started off this whole affair with a leadoff solo home run in the top of the first, waits on deck, hoping to keep him there for the next inning. Here's the pitch. Outside. Owen, ready to go. He has runners on the corners to deal with. Next pitch on the way to Lap. Inside, and it gets away from Walker, but this time the runner from third will stay put, but Prott will go down to second. Oh, that was ball 4. Never mind. So Fleming will come up with the bases full. Fleming, home run, single, scored twice, knocked in 3. He flew out deep to Henson in left field in the second inning as he was vying for back-to-back home runs. Now he's up there with the bases full of his teammates. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Grant Fleming. Two outs. 1-1 pitch on the way. Outside, maybe. Owen has his sign from Walker. Brings it. Outside. 3-1. Nowhere to put him. And once again, with the bases full, here's the 3-1. It stays high, ball 4. And it's a 4 RBI day for Grant Fleming. And that makes it 11-1. Here is William Jansen swinging a foul ball straight back to the screen off the first pitch from Owen to Jansen. Jansen has reached on an error twice in this game, stolen a couple of bases. He scored a run. Other than that, a pop-up in foul territory back in the first when Donaldson hauled it in for an out. Bases are still loaded, and they're still 2 away. 11-1 in favor of Highland, and that floater stays high. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to William Jansen, the third baseman for Highland. Next pitch to him. Outside. 2-1. Owen brings the next pitch. Stays high. 3-1. Owen's ready with another. That's a strike. Full count. Runnels will be off and running with this pitch. Fleming is at first. Lap is at second. Prott is at third. 3-2 the count to William Jansen. Owen from the stretch delivers in the dirt. Back-to-back walks of runs home. And Zach Corey going to go out and have a talk with his crew once again. So, with a little brief timeout in the action, we will step aside as well, and we will be back in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the KHawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
Chase Knoble steps to the plate. He is the number 8 man to bat here in this inning for Highland. They still have the bases loaded, and the Bull Pups lead Collinsville Middle School by a score of 12-1. Verning is now on the mound for the Blazers, and a swing and a base hit. That's going to bring home a couple more. Gets past Martinez out in right field, and 2 runs are going to come home. Make that 3 runs are going to come home, and with a 3 RBI double, standing at second base is Chase Knoble, the pitcher, helping himself out. Bases clearing double. And Trent Stock becomes the 9th man to bat here in this inning. A little high and tight from Verning. Next pitch. Misses outside. 2-0 the count to Stock, who has scored twice. Single and an RBI in the third. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the first. Struck out in his last at bat. Runner at second. That's Knoble, the pitcher. This one's high. Verning. Owen is back in center field, by the way. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Verning was playing third base. That is now occupied by Carter Hayden. And Martinez stayed out in right field, and I believe that Hunterbrinker is the one that was out of the game. I'm not really too certain of that. Kind of hard to see numbers this far away. Runner at second base, 2 outs. 5 runs home here in this inning. 7 in the third. 3 in the first, nothing in the second. That was a 1-2-3 inning for the Trailblazers. As Trent Stock has walked, and everybody has batted once here in this inning as we wait again for Ethan Greenwald to take off his catching shin guards, come to the plate. 10th man to bat here in this inning. So now runners on at first and second with 2 outs for Greenwald. He has scored all 3 times he's been to the plate. Double and 2 walks. High fly ball. Martinez on the run in the outfield. Can't get there. Bounces right in front of him. Then it takes a little jaunt to the left. And coming all the way around from second base is Knoble. And he scores the 6th run of the inning. All the way down to third base is Stock. And it's an RBI single for Greenwald. That will bring up Blaze Hawkins. First pitch to him. High fly ball. This one's going to be some trouble. It's going to fall in that triangle. It sure does, right down the third baseline. And another run comes home for Highland. Down to second base goes Greenwald. Hawkins is on at first. Stock came in from third to score, and it's back-to-back 7-run innings here so far for Highland. Here is Jonathan Prott. Prott is an RBI, 2 RBI double, as a matter of fact. 2 RBI double that came back in the 7-run third inning. He walked and scored in this inning. Struck out in the first inning. Next pitch from Verning to Prott in the dirt, and it gets away from Walker, but runners stay put. Been a rough day here for the Trailblazers. Seven runs in back-to-back innings, the third and now the fourth. Still not out of the fourth yet. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Pitch, swinging a foul ball out of play. A couple of times we've been down to 1 strike to get out of this inning and can't seem to get that 1 strike when needed. Verning from the stretch to Prott. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the inning does come to a close, but not before 7 more runs come across the plate here in the 4th inning to make it a 17-1 game in favor of Highland. We'll step aside, and we'll come back in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the area. And the food, all created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials including patio service and curbside pickup. Get yourself a bottle or a growler to go, or dine on their patio where you can hear live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Don't forget about Old Herald's open mic night the second and last Tuesday of every month. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or call 855-8027.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the KHawk Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the K-Hawk Sports Network and KHawkSports.com.
Back to action here at Collinsville Middle School. It's a lopsided one, 17-1 in favor of Highland. Knable back out onto the mound, and the first person he faces is Braden Donaldson. Donaldson's only had 1 bat in this game, and he struck out. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Swinging a foul ball, and that's a slow roller over to the screen. So Collinsville's down by 16 runs. They would have to score 4 runs here in this inning to extend this to a 5th inning. We're also up against the clock, too, so about maybe 10 more minutes, and this game will be called anyway. So I would imagine this is going to be the last inning. Strike called. Is that strike 3? The catcher threw it down to third base, and he tells Greenwald, you got to get 3 strikes, man. All right, camera dust just went out again, so I am kind of clueless as to why that keeps on happening, but we'll just have to kind of deal with things here as they happen, I guess. Really not sure what's going on. Swinging a fly ball. This one's going to be caught by the center fielder on a nice little running catch there. Well, I'm going to have to do some investigating because that shouldn't be happening. So Donaldson flies out to center field for the first out. And here is Martinez getting his first at bat. Brody Martinez rolls one down to first base, and touching up over there is Stock. And that goes 3 unassisted for out number 2. So now it is going to be up to the final batter to come here. Devin Walker. Walker grounded out to the second baseman his only time up. Swinging a slow roller down to third. Jansen is up with it and all the way over and in time for the out, and that, folks, is how the ball game ends. Collinsville loses a tough one here this afternoon by a final score of 17-1. We apologize for the cameras not working, and whatever else we did wrong, we apologize for. So I believe that we're going to be back here next Tuesday for, I believe, the final game of the year for the Collinsville Middle School baseballers. So until next Tuesday, my name is Todd Duke, and everyone have yourselves a fantastic evening.